I kind of see this progression. We joke about it all the time because it is funny, because it's great, because it's like we're mapped where you came into the organization and where you are today. It's like all of us, like completely different people, just and hopefully, 10 years from now, we're all looking back, or 9 years from now, we're all looking back and we'll say the same thing about ourselves now, right? That's the whole goal. So I'm very proud of that, and I'm very proud of you. But it is funny how, personal development was introduced back then, right? And all of a sudden the monsters started to go away, right? Instead of doing two of them, it'd be one of them. And then for lunch, it kind of, all right, let's do the Subway thing. And slowly but surely, but the personal development thing was there before we started the business, because that's kind of the background that, we came from. But I know we joke about it a lot that you were all in except for kind of that stuff. You're like, this is kind of weird, man. What are you guys doing? Like, it's only 4 of us or 3 of us. Like, why are we reading this book right now? Mm-hmm. Talk to me a little bit about that. Now I know you're an avid reader. You're an avid personal development guy. You study yourself. You study the industry. You're always looking for ways to sharpen the axe. And now it's just a way of life. It's just who you are. But for the people that know you or the people that don't know you, it wasn't always that way.
Man, when I got in, I thought it was weird. We joke about that. I'm like, these guys are getting on a weekly call to discuss a chapter of a personal development book. I didn't even know what that was. But yeah, it was. I fought it. I fought it for a little bit. Reading, I'd read a chapter here and there. I honestly wasn't reading every chapter, but I was picking up what was being discussed on the call, and that's where I would learn the most. I would learn way more by listening on the call than I would, actually reading the chapter. I'd hear different. I would read the chapter, and then I'd hear somebody explain their thoughts on it and get a totally different perspective. And I just remember that was unique, to get a different perspective and hear somebody else, explaining what they took from that chapter. I thought that was pretty cool. And then a lot of the stuff that we started to read on, I was in the office and, maybe I did something wrong, or maybe there was an area I could have done something better. And I just remember, either you or Taylor would come over, and just the coaching that you guys would give me. It was just, in my old days, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so that I might get rubbed the wrong way, but the way that you guys said it or did it, I started to put the 2 and 2 together. We just read about this in the book. And that's what he did. And I wasn't mad at it at all. I'm like, that's impressive. Okay, so what we just read, they just did, and I know how I feel. That actually does work. That's pretty cool.
Wow. Okay.
So that was kind of the aha moment for me. That was when I realized this stuff actually does work, because I felt it. And so then I was like, that's something I want to get good at. I want to master that, because I see how effective you can be with, individuals in any sort of environment or scenario. So
that's awesome.
That was definitely something I picked up, and that's a huge advantage in just building relationships and, that kind of deal. So
that's cool. I've never heard you say that before. That's so that's cool. We kind of see the sequence of learn knowledge and then activity. Learn knowledge, you're learning it, but then you see it in real life and you're like, okay, that's the activity. Okay.